more time in the gym.
Comparing
Like
home.
I saw everyone in the gym way more than I saw my mother back home. Like I'd wake up in the morning, I go to the gym, I come back in the evening. My mom's already in bed, and maybe I'm gonna come home a bit early one day and kind of like have a quick conversation, and that's it. But I spent most of my time in the gym, so that was like my second one, my family. And when that is taken away from you, not by choice though, but because of the accident, because I was out for about 6 months in total, because we had the accident and had surgery done. The first surgery was done around May, and I didn't really do anything. But because I was like getting very frustrated to just being home and doing nothing, I would like sneak out, and used to drive my mom insane. She used to get very upset with me when I left. So I would like sneak out, hang around the gym, just watch everyone train, watch everyone train, maybe do some rehab work and try to keep my upper body still strong and everything. And yeah, I mean, being at home, like the first week was like, okay, I understand, I've had an injury. I just need to stay home and try to rest. And then after that, it was like my body was boiling to get out of the house. I was like, I just couldn't stay. So I'd sneak out every once in a while. I'd help out if they have competitions, do like admin and all of that. And as soon as I could kind of walk, that was my mother's worst nightmare. Because as soon as I could kind of walk without the crutches, I was back in the gym. I was doing swings on P-bars. I wasn't doing any landing. I still had my knee brace and everything. I was jumping on trampoline, trying to get my strength back again, because my leg literally shrank. It got like very tiny because I wasn't doing anything with it. So
You
I
lose
lost muscles.
muscles.
Yeah, so I got back into it, started moving around, walking, running. I literally started jogging. And it was a strange thing because I never used to jog, never went for runs or anything. And then I used to like update my coach, hey, I went for a 5 kilometer run. It's like, that's impressive. And after that, I had another surgery done, which was the open surgery. And yeah, that was very tough, because I was at a point where I'm walking on my leg, I'm jumping, and like I'll jump on trampoline, maybe like something softer. I wouldn't do hard passes or hard tumbling on the floor. The most I could do was like, in fact, I kind of like land on one leg and support with the other one a little bit. But I was already back in the gym after like a month and a half of surgery. And then I found out that, I need to have another surgery done on the same leg. And that took me back because I was like frustrated. I'm walking, I'm doing rehab, I'm doing this. Why? You start asking yourself all these whys. And then eventually I was like, okay, cool. Surgery is done. And it
How
took
many?
me,
Two surgeries?
yeah, my first surgery was a keyhole surgery. And the second one, it was an open surgery, which explains the scar. And yeah, I thought I was gonna be like out of it for a long time, but I think by November or October of that year, I was already walking on the leg again. I was already doing my rehab, and the doctors were like, "Yeah, you're never gonna tumble again. You're not gonna be able to run again. You're not gonna be able to have a full range of movement again." And in the back of my head, I was like, they may be right, but let's put that to the test. So I pushed myself with rehab. I was able to walk again. I was able to run again. I was jumping again. I even sent my doctor a message, like, and the screenshots of my progress with my run. Like, hey, I just did a 3 kilometer run. It took me this much. My knee's okay. It's not sore. It was like, wow, you've gone against most of the odds. I'm like, yeah, I'm back to tumbling again. I sent him a video of me doing a back tuck. Then I landed on my feet. So he was like, oh man, that's quite impressive. So the whole time he was impressed with the
Your
improvement,
recovery,
my
yeah.
recovery. And then I tried to train again, and I was kind of like trying to compete again. But then I realized that every time I tried to tumble, like it wasn't worth it. Like I would be able to tumble for that session, but then again the next day my knee would swell up, get stiff,
It's
painful.
not stable.
Yeah, like it wasn't worth the trouble. So I decided not. I'm not gonna compete anymore. But I'll be around and try to see how I can help everyone else who's around. And yeah, and then since then, yeah, here I am.
Yeah, interesting. Um, you must feel so proud of your story, you know, because sometimes the society or the medicine put you limits
Yeah,
from your state or your situation, and maybe one gymnast here now the podcast and feel like I am in an injury now. I have a surgery in a few hours, or I had surgery 2 months ago, and I will explode here in my bedroom because I cannot go outside. What helped you? What mindset helped you for go forward?
man, to be honest, all I wanted to do was get back into gymnastics. I wanted to get back into jumping again. I wanted to get back into singing, doing those big dismounts. I wanted to do everything I've been doing. Like I said, like that chapter of my life was the hardest because I felt like everything that I've wanted to do has been taken away from me. And I had to fight that. I had to fight my way through and to make sure that I get there and actually try to do it again. And I did get back. And like I said, I recovered from my injuries and surgery and all of that. But my knee has never been the same since, you know. Like can still do some of the stuff, but I still have some limited range. Like I can still tumble, I can push myself now, but it's the after effects of that kind of puts me on a bit of a limit.
Yeah.
But I surpassed most of my doctor's expectations with this. So yeah, my drive was to get back into it again. I wanted to fly over the bar again, do my catches and all my releases. I wanted to be able to go on the floor, start twisting again. You know, that was my drive. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to prove everyone that if you still want to do something, you can still do it. If you put your mind to it, go for it. You can do it. If you still got the will to do something, go for it, smash it. That's what I did.
That means your your knee change, your structure of your knee change, but your mind and your heart also.
Yeah, yeah.
More experience.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said earlier, everything I've been through, I wouldn't take it back because everything I've went through, all my failures and all of my success, they've made me the person I am. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like what I have now is what I have. And what happened before, it happened. A lot of people say some things happen for a reason, and sometimes bad things happen. There's no reason behind it. You know, sometimes there's something behind it. Sometimes it's just nothing. It's just bad luck or bad moment. Yeah.
This gymnast, the new generation, what advice can you give to them from your experience?
From my experience, try to understand your coaches is one of the things. Because I'm not saying I was a perfect gymnast,
And we are not the perfect coach.
We're not perfect coaches either, but we made mistakes. Like we'd have fights with our coaches when you're not getting anything, get frustrated because it fits. There's always tantrums and all of that. Yeah. So I would say same goes for the gymnast. Like I said earlier, as a coach's point of view is patience. Gymnasts as well, they need to try and be patient. And especially now, it almost feels like everyone wants to magically get everything right on the first go. Yeah, maybe you'll get it right the first time, the second time, maybe not, maybe the third time again, yeah. No. It's almost like a roller coaster ride sometimes. Some skills, when you're learning skills, it's easy to get frustrated. That's why you gotta be patient. You gotta give yourself time. You're allowed to make mistakes, but you have to learn from your mistakes. But if you're not gonna be making any mistakes, I mean, that's amazing. If you don't have any mistakes in your whole career as a gymnast, then
so impressed by this.
it's
I don't
impressive.
hear
Yeah.
cases.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you learn a skill, you land in your face, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna suck. You're gonna wanna punch someone in the face, punch yourself in the face. You wanna quit. Fine, that's normal. It's a normal feeling to go through that. But you also have to remember why you're there. How bad do you want it? If you want it really that bad, you're gonna get up, dust yourself off, try again. You're gonna try a different way. You're gonna try multiple ways. Some ways are gonna work more than the other. Some ways are not. Just patience and dedication. Gotta push yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. Like I said, it's easy to tell yourself, oh, I'm giving up. You don't get to that. Like, yeah, you got it wrong once. So what? Try again. You got it wrong. Or you are hurting. Yes, it's normal. It's normal to hurt. Sports is not easy. It's a tough sport. You know, you gotta keep pushing yourself. And if you can do that, then you can get even further. But if every time something goes bad and you think the best thing you can do is just like, oh yeah, I'll just set it off and let it be, then you might as well just quit everything in general. Bad things happen, you don't get it, fine, try again. I remember once when I was, I think I was learning twisting, backwards twisting. Like there was some connection in my head that never connected. There was always like a lost signal somewhere and all of that.
Synapses.
Yeah, like brain locked out, blood on your face. Okay, let's try again. Get up. And I remember I just kept getting it wrong, turn after turn after turn. And at the time, I think I had Emirates as my coach. I just kept getting it wrong and wrong. He's like, you know what? Let's give up. No more twisting. You're not twisting. I was like, but I'm still trying to learn it. It was like, I remember he got a bit worked up. He's like, you haven't got any turn right for the past 20 minutes you've been on the floor. Stop, move on. We'll come back tomorrow. And I was like, oh, yeah, but I can do it. He's like, no, stop. He walked away. I was like, no, I'll sneak in one more time. On my face. Like, oh, okay, maybe that's why I should stop. So yeah, and then after that, I took time off from it and I got back again. I tried again, different method, and I made progress. And I was basically one of the only gymnasts in my club who didn't have multiple somersaults in his routine. Like, I didn't have any doubles. I didn't have a double back tuck. I mean, early in my career, I had a double back tuck as a this month. I didn't have a full in as a pass on the floor. I didn't have a double layout. I didn't have a double front. Most of my passes were connections. I used to twist, run off, 1.5 twist, punch something. I used to connect, twisting. I think the closest thing I ever done to a double was a Thomas, which is now banned because it's a 1.5 twisting rollout, and they've banned rollouts in gymnastics. So that was the closest thing I ever had to a multiple twist. And yeah, I mean it showed me that yeah, you're not gonna get it right now, you're not gonna get it right tomorrow, or maybe you're not gonna get it right this week. Take a step back on the drawing board, start over, back to the drills if you need to go back to the drills. Take 2 steps back if you have to. Have a different perspective. Every turn should be different to the one before. Try something new every time. That's how you progress, that's how you evolve, that's how you move forward. Yeah.
It's like the engineers, the engineers, they have a formula. They try to develop something, and they have the problem here in front of the face, like with the screen. And they stand up. It's like a pomodoro or tomato, 30 minutes. Stand up, don't do it. Go drink a coffee.
Yeah.
And later you see the birds fly. Say, I got it. I know how to do it. And it's
Try
like
it
you
again.
are with the wooden here.
Yeah.
You make a step back and you see the forest.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
It's how you push. Maybe it's the balance between motivation and how you push, but also have this relaxing mindset for say, okay, tomorrow I will do it, not today. And you can prevent injuries. You can be more adaptable. It's also for coaches, because sometimes coaches we push. We say, hey, you must do this. You need to do this. You explain why. You say why it's important to do this. And because we don't have time sometimes to say the gymnast, hey, look, if you do that, this you will win. This will gonna happen. But if you say you must to do this without explanation, the gymnast feel like, wow, I am like a slave. I need to do this. Why? You push me. Okay, if I cannot do it yourself. Do you the back. Because we don't explain, it's like, it's so crazy. It's like, it's interesting, the communication. And I learned this 2.5 years. Every time because I teach more girls, but I have a one boys group, and every time when I look my boys, I look your groups. Because you inspire me. I feel how you teach, why you put the mats like that, why you split the time like this. And when I see your voice, I feel like, I know you don't explain me, but I saw your actions, and your actions explain more. Compare, take a coffee and talk more work, because we work a lot. And for keep talking work later, we prefer don't talk about work. We prefer talk about life and drink a beer. But I saw how you teach, and I like it. The other day, at the end of the strength conditioning, you talk with the girls when girl was injured, and you explain with kindly way why it's so normal, it's usual have injuries, and don't give up. For this reason, I really appreciate your philosophy, Sips, your way, because your story, your way how you lead gymnastics. I think you are not the only one, and a lot of people, you hear success stories, but you don't hear all the people fall on the way. And it's not in South Africa, can be in Chile, can be in Tokyo, man, can be in every country. You have gymnasts, oh, I want to, but look, this happened to me, injury or surgery.
It's a fun thing. Like injuries, the falls and all of that. They're always funny. I don't know whether it's because of like the club that I went to. Because if anyone, like if you fall during something, could be like, is he okay? Is he moving?
You survive?
Yeah, you survive? Okay, cool. And then you laugh it off, Like to fall in our club, in our gym, it was like, first, are you okay? All right, it's okay. And then they make fun of you. Typical boys. Like we make jokes about basically almost everything. That's the kind of
for make more pleasure in the training, because you live there.
It's fun. And also if you training and then you fall and you made a mistake, we laugh, we joke about it, we move on, and we also encourage you to try something new, try something different, improve this, maybe this. If you're turning to it and you're twisting, then okay, maybe try something else, It's sorry.
Don't worry.
It's it was quite a journey. It was quite a journey. You form a very special bond with your team. Like if you're able to make jokes about falling off and stuff, man, I don't think you can ever beat that.
And you make friends.
Yeah, you make friends. It's like a little. It's not a. It's like I said. It's like the second family. I spent more time with the team than with my actual family growing up. Like I would see my family maybe on weekends, but then during the week I stay in the same house as them, share the same kitchen, everything. But I never saw my family as much. I only spent most of the time with the team in the
With the
gym.
fellas,
Yeah,
teammates.
yeah. It's a very special bond to have. It's like the brothers you never had, and the little sisters you never had. Yeah, it wasn't an amazing journey to go through, and like I said, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's perfect as it is.
Perfect.
Mm.
Now you say for make a resume, you say the advice for coaches and gymnasts is be patient.
Yeah.
Okay, now my next question and the last is if you can desire your future, not only like a coach, like a human, what you expect for the future in your life?
Um, with gymnastics or everything?
Up to you, up to you. Yeah, open question.
Well, I want to have a Lamborghini and a Bugatti and then make it rain. No, 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 no. I'm kidding. No, I'm a very simple person. Like, I'm extremely simple. Like stability, and in terms of life, I just want a very well balanced around everything. Like, yeah, everyone wants to be settled. I want to be settled. I want to be
Happy.
I want to be happy. I want to be able. I don't. I'm not saying I want to be. I want to be so rich that I don't have to move a nail. I just want a stable life where I can get by and live better, and also help my family live a better life. Yeah.
Great. And I think you're working very well in that.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think
Give me 20 more years. I'll tell you. I've got great hair.
And the other thing is we keep in mind future, but we don't enjoy present sometimes.
Yes,
And
yeah.
sometimes we need to value the now.
presence,
I
yeah.
want to say this in English because if you give me the opportunity, I have a one professor, my master. He was a chess coach, the national team of Chile. He passed away 3 days ago. The name of him is Pablo Calvo. Huge, incredible heart.
Yeah.
44 years old. He have a credit account on the heaven very big, and yeah, like a coach. He say, okay, Emilio, you want to know what is a coach? Is clean the dishes, take your dog outside for go around, is make your breakfast, make your bed. This is be a coach. Simple did it. I make the breakfast for my kids. This is how you start to be a coach. And I want to spend these few seconds for him for say thank you because he's one of the persons. Now I learn from you, yes, every time, but he also teach me about life, and this is coaching, yes, it's our life. Okay. No more questions. I think it's enough the torture for you. And yeah, I really appreciate your time, Sips. Really appreciate all the people listen the podcast and also in YouTube the video for see our faces, handsome faces on YouTube. And yeah, we invite you for give us questions on YouTube, on Spotify, and the podcast to Coach Sips. if you want to know about how is the career of a coach here in Dubai, the experience of him like athlete or gymnast, I'm really sure he's a little bit shy, South Africans a little bit polite, but he's available, and also Escuela del Sur. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much.
Thank
How you
you.
say in Zulu? Gracias. Thank you.
Gabonga.
Gabon.
Gabonga.
Gabonga.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And yes, guys, we close the episode. Thank you for being here. Remember, all the episodes on Escuela del Sur AENG and Apple Podcasts and Spotify, Google Podcasts, and also on YouTube and LinkedIn. And see you next time. Bye.